Okay, it's better now. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Poulain. I come from France. Sorry, I don't speak Greek, so I will do my small talk in English. I wanted to share with you how an open source community can be built and how to build a strong, efficient, and long-lasting open source community. I am personally involved in the Koha project since 2002, so it's been a long journey now, 22 years. So my presentation will give you some hints on how an open source community can be built and with the specific case of the Koha community and how we managed to build a strong software. First of all, what is open source? Open source is software built on source code that is publicly available. It is made publicly available with the permission to update it, change it, and redistribute what you made. So here, I have added a small example of a very small part of the Koha code. If you are a librarian and don't speak IT people language, you don't understand what it means, it doesn't matter. Just know that IT people understand things and can change it. The main risk is everybody can update, change, add, remove some line of code. So the risk is that anyone can break the software, anyone can transform the software into a mess, something that does not work and nobody understands anymore. So that's why an open source community must be organized. I identify three parts in organizing an open source community. First, it's people. Second, it's tools. And third, it's workflow. So you have my next slide, people, tools, workflow. So people, first of all, in an efficient open source community, we define some responsibilities. Depending on the community, the community choose to elect or define roles the way they want. In the Koha community, we have some elected roles. We elect people for a duration of 6 months, and every 6 months, we elect again. Sometimes a given person continues from 6 months to 6 months to 6 months in the same responsibility, but sometimes it changes. And for some roles, it's really just a 6-month period. The most important one is a release manager. The release manager is the person responsible of the next major version of the software. There is also a responsibility that is very important, is release maintainer. That's the person who is responsible of coordinating the effort to maintain a previous version of Koha. In the Koha community, we maintain at least 3 versions. At the moment, we maintain 4 versions. We also have the quality insurance manager and the quality insurance team. It's a group of people who are experienced, skilled in developing on Koha, and when something is submitted to be included, they check that the quality of the code, the way it is written, is correct according to our coding guidelines. If we compare this to a spoken language, we check that it's good Greek. Someone can pretend it's Greek, but if you read it, you say, no, it's not. It's very poor Greek. So quality insurance people check that it is correctly written. We also have people elected for managing taking care of documentation, newsletter, translation, packaging for distributing the software, etc., etc. There is a complete list on our wiki with all the roles, and every 6 months we elect a new team. The next one will be elected in November. Next slide, an open source needs people, and we also need tools. So we have some tools. The most important one is the code repository that takes care of history of every change. Most software uses a tool called Git. We use Git. We also need tools to communicate, take care, declare bugs or new feature you want to add, etc. So we have a bug request tracker, we have a mailing list, we have a chat, so to communicate in real time, all volunteers all around the world. We also have a wiki, and we have several other tools. We also have some handmade tools. One of them is the dashboard that show in just one page the status of different versions and etc. etc. It's a little bit technical. Last slide, well, is we also need a workflow. So a workflow, a community needs to define workflow for electing someone. That's the way we made it on the Koha community. We also have a workflow for publishing a version. We decided, for example, to publish a version every 6 months. We also have a workflow for managing security issues. Sometimes there is something that is a security bug. We have a specific workflow for that to ensure the safety of the software. And last thing, we have a workflow for accepting a new bug fix or new feature, or accepting something to be included in Koha core. First of all, a bug or a feature is defined, is declared, is described by someone. Anyone can declare a bug or describe a feature. Then a fix or some code to implement the feature is submitted by someone. Then it must be tested by someone else. I mean someone from another company or another structure. Then what has been submitted must be validated in terms of quality assurance, QA, by someone else. The consistency of the code is checked. Then the submission is validated by the release manager and pushed into the main Koha version. And then, if it is a bug, it is validated and pushed by the release maintainer. And all those people, tools, and workflow ensure that we succeed to have a consistent software and something that is working well. And I'm done. I had only 5 minutes, so thank you.